Hey guys, it's Afrodaybeac here. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. Thanks for always coming back and watching my videos. So today is gonna be like fairly different when it comes to I forgot it was tucked. It's gonna be different when it comes to my videos. Usually I do like commentary on makeup, but today I want to have more of like a not discussion. Just give you guys like some tips when it comes to natural hair. As you guys might have known based on my last couple of videos, I am natural. I've been natural for like maybe 7 years now, since like 2014. Yeah, since like 2014. So I've been natural for about 7 years now. And if there's anybody who could give you a journey, like a telltale tips journey and whatever when it comes to natural hair, it's me. Like I've been through the ups, the downs, the chops, the crying, taking out the wet twist outs, everything. So that's why I wanted to come here today and just like tell you guys, give you some ideas and also give you tips when it comes to like taking care of your hair, understanding your hair, doing what's best for your hair. Let me do a disclaimer right now. I'm not a professional. I'm just gonna tell you what works for me, what I know, what based on what I've seen, how I feel things would work the best, you know? So with that being said, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay, so basically, let me start off by saying I have type 4 hair. I don't know if I'm 4A, 4B, 4C, but I know I'm somewhere a 4. So my hair is like kinky, coily, curly. Like there's no ways. It's kinky, coily, curly. So I've realized a lot of the time when it comes to my hair, moisture is key. Like when I first went natural, I big chopped. Like I transitioned and I big chopped eventually. I'm gonna like input videos of what my hair videos and pictures of my hair and what it used to look like my whole journey. Cause y'all, I've had my hair like to my collarbone. I've had my hair to my scalp, like basic, almost buzz cut. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to my hair. So the first tip, like look at my little sticker, guys. I don't know if you saw it. It's like look at my little Bakugo sticker. Wait, there you go. Anyways, my first tip, always have your hair moisturized. Like a lot of people, they'll look at their hair and be like, it never grows, but your hair is as dry as the Sahara Desert. Like that makes no sense. You're combing through your hair, putting all this tension, and the hair is dry. It's obviously gonna break off. If your hair is constantly breaking off and splitting, it's never gonna grow. Or at least you're not gonna. Let me not say it's not gonna grow. You're not gonna maintain the growth that you have because you're constantly breaking it off. So always moisturize. And when I say moisturize, it's not just I wet my hair this morning, because that's not gonna do anything. Water is like, at least for type 4 hair, water is going to leave your hair. Your hair is going to become dehydrated. It's just what it does, and you have to accept that. There are ways to maintain the moisture in your hair. That's why I feel like people with type 4 hair cannot use all the same products, if you catch my drift. Like not all products are made for type 4 hair. Especially because a lot of them don't have ingredients that are going to promote growth or even retention when it comes to the hair. So I feel like when it comes to type 4 hair, you do need a lot of water-based products, or at least products that have more slip to them, in my opinion. I realize my hair is a lot more manageable when I'm able to put slip in and it's moisturized. I can comb through it because it's not dry, and it maintains the moisture that I have, not only from maybe putting water when I wash my hair or just while I'm in the process of doing my hair, but also when I use gels, when I use hair milks, when I use hair conditioner especially. That is so huge. Like when I first went natural, I was like deep conditioning my hair like every week. Like I did my hair every week. Granted, I had a lot of time back then. I was able to do my hair every week. And now I can't do that. That's caught me slipping. Like I've seen the difference in my hair when I don't condition every week or every 2 weeks. And when I say condition, I don't mean like, oh, I wash my hair and shampoo then condition. I'm like, no, I was the kind of person with like that shower cap, that mask, and it was in there for at least an hour under a dryer. Or at least like just going around my house doing what I need to do for the day. I'd have that mask in or that treatment in, and then like hours later I'd wash it out. So that's another thing. You need to deep condition. You need to condition your hair. You need to treat your hair, because your hair is constantly losing moisture. It's gonna be weak. It's just natural. It's just what you have to deal with, and you have to understand that's one of, I don't want to say the challenges, but it's one of the things that comes with being natural. Your hair loses moisture fairly quickly. So you need to constantly replenish it, which is done through deep conditioning as well. The next tip would be having low tension on your hair. And when I say this is like a double part thing. Stop doing so much to your hair. Stop playing with it so much. Like, your hair can only take so much because, like I said, it can be dry and it's just fragile. Type 4 hair just tends to be fragile and it's easy to break off. So when I say low tension, like, it's fine to do like a puff, like an all-around afro with your edges done every once in a while, but you cannot do this every day and expect your hair to not have repercussions on it. Like, it makes no sense to me. Also playing in your hair. That's something that I struggle with all the time. I just be playing in my hair. I'll just be doing my work like this, and it's like, your hair cannot handle that. And I say that because you're stripping your hair of the oils that it naturally has and the oils that you've already put in it every time you touch it. So, like, you will see me in videos of my hair just like, that's why my hair would end up dry, because I'm playing with it too much. So make sure you do low tension and just don't bother your hair once you're done with it. I think this is step 3. I kind of lost count already. This is all over the place. But my next thing is stop over protecting your hair. And when I say that, I mean is these protective styles that people love to keep putting in their hair. Like, y'all know how y'all grew up with the ideas like you have to let your hair breathe? I'm a proud believer in letting your hair breathe. There's no reason for you to take out braids that you've had for 2 months, let your hair breathe for 3 days, and put braids right back in your head. I understand not wanting to deal with your hair, not wanting to take care of it sometimes, and maybe not wanting to do the struggle of having to maintain it and moisturize and all the process and all that. But it doesn't make sense for you to constantly be putting pressure, i.e. braids, twists, whatever you're putting on top of your head, in your hair all the time, because you're not allowing your hair to stimulate. In my mind, you're not allowing it to stimulate growth. That's my take. Also, like this is fairly simple. When you do things like this, like twists, braids, whenever you're using fake hair or putting anything on your hair, it does put weight to your actual hair. So it could be, if you have I don't even have a thread, but if you have a thread piece of hair and you're putting 10 pounds of kankalon on it, the hair is gonna break. It's gonna die. It's not gonna last. And people are wondering why their hair is just breaking every time they keep putting braids. You're putting too much weight on your hair and you're not letting it breathe. It can't operate on its own. So please stop overprotecting your hair. It's ridiculous. Tip number 4. Stop combing your hair out from the middle. This hurts my spirit when I see people lash their hair. Like, you're not supposed to start here. You're supposed to start here. You start here, whatever is here is gonna get knotted up and break off. And that okay, let me go on from this point to make sense for the rest of the video. I wouldn't say all the time that people's hair doesn't grow. Sometimes your hair doesn't grow, but I feel like most times it's the fact that you don't allow yourself to maintain the growth that you have. So in this example, if you're combing here and you got all these knots over here that haven't been taken out, you're just gonna keep breaking through the knots. That's all you're gonna do. It doesn't make sense. You need to start here and work your way up, loosening these knots so your hair can be detangled. You're ripping your hair, causing yourself more pain, and you're like, I don't get why my hair is not growing. Because you ripped it out, sweetie. That's why it's not growing. In reference to that, this is a random small note. I will never understand why people with like type 4 hair are using paddle brushes. Like, there's like not like those Denman brushes. I mean like the full-on circular paddle brushes. I'm not sure what that can do for your hair. In my opinion, I feel like that it's just hard to get through your hair, and then eventually you just start breaking it because it doesn't do anything unless your hair is like straightened or like silk pressed. I don't see the purpose of a paddle brush on natural hair, on type 4 hair. Tip number 5. Watch how much heat you're putting in your hair. Like, people, it killed me how y'all will really straighten your hair every other day and expect it to not be dead. Or the idea that people have the mentality of you can train your hair to heat. I'm not a hairstylist, but that has never made sense to me. I'm not a hair professional, but the idea a lot of people do, I feel like they try to lure bring in naturals with the idea that you can straighten your hair and once you're done, you'll be fine. That is possible. But they'll tell you get it bone straight as if like you have a fresh perm in your hair and that your hair will revert or you can train it to heat. It's like, no, sweetie, that's heat damage. You have heat damage. They burned your hair. And now you're stuck with the repercussions of that. You might have to go natural all over again. And that's actually what happened to me like twice. The first time I did a silk press, it was bomb. That one was no problem. It was by BB Michelle on Instagram. Bomb. Silk presses was amazing. My hair was not damaged or anything. But there was another time where they told me they will train my hair to heat and it'll be fine. And then once I wash my hair, it'll be good. You just have to deep condition and you'll be back to normal. Deep conditioning is not going to fix everything. It cannot fix everything. If the hair is completely dead, there's no restoring it. You can't fix it. So please, please, please be wary when you hear people say training your hair to heat. When it comes to having other people like blow dry your hair or straighten your hair, ask like results afterwards. Like see if you can see their work after they're blow drying someone's hair and see if the hair comes back to life, like if their curls are still intact. Because a lot of the times these hairstylists will not tell you, and then you end up getting the butt of whatever happens. It is okay to have heat in your hair, but like I said, it's always something you do in moderation. Tip number 6 would be maybe like getting away from towel drying your hair and t-shirt drying. I know like a bunch of naturals say this, but I feel like it really does work because you're not stripping your hair of all the water and all the moisture that you were doing when you were washing it. So instead of using a towel which just sucks up everything, that's literally its job, use a t-shirt which is going to take out some of the water so you're not dripping wet, but you still have that moisture for you to work with and apply products to your hair. My last tip when it comes to natural hair is, well, not last, but last, don't be afraid to go back to your roots when it comes to how you used to do your hair. Like, I think of it, my mom did a pretty great job when it came to taking care of my hair when I was natural, when I was young. Those grease and those pomades did something. Like, sometimes they won't work for you as a grown natural, but maybe what you used to use was good for you. Like, was it Crown Royal Crown? That red one with the little silver tint. That did wonders for me, my hair, and my scalp. As a grown natural now, I wouldn't necessarily use it, but I do know if I had nothing else, it would be something good to go back to keep moisture in my hair. I know a lot of people are against the idea of jellies and petroleum and stuff like that, but that does still help to a certain extent. You just have to constantly maintain it. And my last tip as someone trying to grow your hair, your natural hair, your type 4 hair, is don't be afraid to make mistakes, but at the same time understanding how this journey works. It is a journey. Like, you have to understand how your hair works, what your hair likes, what it doesn't like, how often you need a trim, and what things just work best for you. People always want the glorious long hair 3 weeks after they've decided to go natural, and that's not gonna happen. Or at least for most, it doesn't happen. It's a process, and you just have to be able to be willing to learn and just go with it. And it sucks, but you just gotta go through. You gotta trust the process, okay? Like I said, I've been natural for 7 years, and it's like I'm still having to constantly learn my hair and figure out what works for my hair, what my hair likes, and how to enjoy my hair, if you know what I mean. Because you're not going to always enjoy being natural. That's just what it is. There's going to be days where, you got to twist your hair at night, but it's like, you don't want to. That's just what it is. And it's like, you got to take the good with the bad. Like, when I first went natural, I had like a teeny weeny afro, like my little TWA. And I enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed my first experience. And it's like, I had like some color in my hair. I had my little curls popping from time to time, and I grew my hair. And it's like, I felt like my hair grew fairly quickly. The longer in my journey, I became less experimentative with my hair. So I used to always have twist outs, or I do my little faux hawk, or I do my puff, or I do my 2 braids in the front. Like, I was doing it all when I was first natural. Now it's just like, girl, we're gonna do the afro, we're gonna do the buff, and call it a day, because that's a lot. But I'm a like living story telling you, like, it's worth it. And it is what you make it, Like, when I started, I had my afro, and then I just grew it out, and I would always do twist outs and have my fro, and I loved it. And then, y'all, I made the mistake of letting someone blow dry my... It's funny because I did this mistake twice, which is why I had to do my journey over again, basically 2 or 3 times. I let people blow dry my hair before they did my braids, and they just messed me up, bro. Like, just messed me up. I got braids, bomb braids, by the way. I'll give her that. The braids were bomb, but she damaged my hair in the process. So that wasn't it. So once my hair was damaged, I like cut it. I think I first did a tapered cut. I love that tapered cut. Like, that was revolutionary, because that was me like purposely going short for the look. Before it was just so I can go natural. Now it's for the look, and it was like I was giving y'all auntie vibes, but rich auntie vibes, like happy auntie vibes, and y'all was digging it. So I love that. I love that time. Like, that cut was so cute. And then eventually it grew out, which made it a little awkward because, you know, it's longer in the front, and the outsides are just they're doing whatever they want. So that was another journey of having to understand how I'm gonna like go with my hair being different lengths, and just what products work best for the styles I wanted with that taper cut. And eventually my fro grew back the same length like normally. And then again, I let somebody blow dry my hair to do some braids. And those braids weren't even bomb either. Like, that's what's getting me hot. Those braids weren't even hitting. So I had to cut my hair again. And it's like, it's funny. This time I cut my hair around Thanksgiving last year. No, not even. We're in 2021 now. Sorry. Last year, like, as in 2019. And my family was like, why would you do this? Why would you do this? And it's like, I'm not going to lie. At first, I cried. I cried because it was looking at me crazy. It's like, why would you do this right before Thanksgiving? What is wrong with you? And it's like, you look like what? It's like, ah. But, like, as I had it, I really did enjoy the cut. Like, sometimes it was more work than I thought of actually having my long hair, because with short hair, it's like there's not that many things you can do with it because it's short. You can't grip it, you can't do anything. But it's like styling it, cutting your hair. That's when I started getting my little designs on the side, y'all. I was giving attitude. It was cute. It was a look. And it's like, I feel like that's something every type 4 natural person should go through. Like, every person should try. Not even natural. I feel like you should have a transformative moment with your hair just for fun. And it's like, when I did that, it's like, wow, that felt good. I got it out of my system. Maybe I'll do it again. As of right now, I'm growing my hair. I plan on growing it. Maybe if I want to cut it again in the future, I will. But that was a whole journey. Like, once my hair started getting long enough, it was still short, but it's like I started doing the look. I attempted the Nia Long look, where you like get the gel, you swoop, and you have your little part. My hair doesn't really do that well, but it was, I started doing makeup better. It was just like, ooh, I was giving y'all 90s teas, and I look so good. And then some days I look like Nia. I was giving you Nia Long. Other days I was giving like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, looking like a lunch lady, because I was just off. But it was a beautiful journey to me. Would I do it again? Most likely, yeah. As for now, I'm gonna grow my hair. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching my videos. I would love to hear you guys. Tell me if these tips end up working for you. Follow with your journey. Like, tag me in anything, like just saying how it goes. Because I love to see people like finally happy with their hair. It's really like heartwarming, especially people with hair like mine, type 4 hair. When you learn your hair, and it's like, it's a big accomplishment because it's something you never were really taught in the past to do. So I encourage it. Until next time, bye!